I want to show you this ridiculousness here. You'll note that these lights are all out of sync. And you wonder why I'm waiting for the 24 for 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes late. The 24 literally takes 20 minutes to go a mile because of this. Get this on video here. Yep, see what I mean? Out of sync. You see that this is actually causing a lot of problems. A lot of the climate change actually in the fossil fuel emissions on Long Island are caused by out of sync traffic lights. And this bus is very late because of all the out of syncs. I've been following it all along, and literally you have to stop at every light. This is the N24, which goes along Jericho Turnpike, and literally every light is out of sync. Just watch this. You'll see what I mean. See, look at that one turns green and the next one turns red. You see that? Well, it looks like the bus is coming. So this is the kind of ridiculousness that we get to deal with here in Nassau County. It's a ridiculous waste of people's time and money and fuel, and it causes a lot of excess, needless fossil fuel consumption. Stopping and going. You'll see what happens here. You see, I bet this light will be out of sync too. See, this light just turns green, and then we get to the next light, it turns red. This is why this 24 bus is always late all the time, and it's not just making buses late; it makes people late too. It's stupid. It's needless. See, out of sync. Next light's red. All the stopping and going, it's not good for the environment. It causes a lot more consumption of fossil fuels. See? Out of sync. Oh, I should probably get nailed at the next light too. We usually get nailed at this one. This is another light here. Right now, Gardens Park, Marcus, I believe. It's one side at a time. There's no need to have one side going at a time. Look at how much time they get to. So you'll see what will happen. When this light turns green, the next light we get to, Harrods, will be red. This is another example of it right here. Isn't it? Yep. It's ridiculous. This is what I mean. This is just insanity. So this gives you an example of the time wasted sitting at traffic lights, wasting people's time, wasting fuel, adding more pollution to the air, needlessly. And all these lights could be in sequence, so people don't have to keep stopping and going. It's not good for the environment. It's not good for people's time. I mean, we are 20 minutes late because of the traffic lights. I was tracking this bus on the app. 20 minutes late just because of traffic lights. Something has to be done about this. So I just wanted to show you on a map what is going on and what, and it's happening on a lot of roads in New York, particularly New York State, but also Nassau County. But New York State DOT has done this on a lot of roads. I believe they've done this on Hempstead Turnpike too. And their excuse for, well, we set the lights out of sync is so people slow down. But what this actually does is it actually makes it more dangerous for people. All right, they want people to slow down, but it's a road. People are supposed to move from A to B, and you're making them move slower. And how it actually makes it more dangerous is this. So look at all these intersections here, and consider all these lights are out of sync. All right. So this is, the bus literally took 10 minutes to get from the Cross Island Parkway to New Hyde Park Road. That is way too long. Actually, it took longer than that. I think it took more like 13 minutes. And when it got in Floral Park, it took 7 minutes just to get from here at Tulip Avenue to where I was here in New Hyde Park Road, right here. All right, that's just ridiculous. It should not take that long. But it's because all the lights are out of sync, as you saw in the video. When one turns red, the next one turns green. So
For instance, let's take these roads right here, all right? Right here, this set right here, all right? So if you have one light here, we'll draw here. All right, one light here that turns red. This light here turns red, while the lights behind it turn green. This doesn't actually make it safer, because if you're driving, you're going to be encouraged to speed up, not slow down, because if you make this light, then you'll make the next light, and then the light after that, and the light after that. Right? But if you stop at this one, you're going to get caught at every single light after that. So this doesn't make anything safer. All right? And it's ridiculous. You saw in the video here what was going on. This light turned red, this light turned green, this light turned red. It's preposterous what's going on. You know, it's not just about delaying people; it's about the environment, because most people still drive cars with internal combustion engines, and when you're driving a vehicle with an internal combustion engine and you stop and you go, that actually consumes a lot more fuel than if you just didn't stop in the first place. So it's actually bad for the environment. It's actually causing a lot of, I would say 25% of fossil fuel emissions on Long Island are because of things like this with these damn traffic lights. All right? And, you know, it's ridiculous. And then further down the line, we had to stop, I think, McDonald's. Yeah, this light right here. All right? This light always turns red. All right? Well, this light is green here at this road over here, which I believe is Denton Avenue. All right? So what's going to happen here is if you see this light turning, if you speed up and put your pedal to the metal and make this light, you'll make this light, all right? But if you wind up getting stopped at this light and taking it slow, and being careful like you should be, then you're going to get punished by stopping at the next light. So this doesn't make it any safer. It's just stupid logic from the New York State Department of Transportation. And it's got to stop, and that's why I'm making this video, because I'm tired of it. I'm sure a lot of other drivers are fed up with this too, and it also affects people with bus rides, but it also affects the environment, which is why I'm going to talk about it. And then you saw what happened here too at Marcus Avenue. Got caught at this light right here, and because of that, we missed this light. Had we ran this light, we would have made this light here. Actually, this should be green. All right. When this light turned green, this light turned red over here. So again, had we been speeding, we would have made this light and thus made the next light. So again, it doesn't make it safer. It actually makes it more dangerous. And then you throw in the red light cameras, which in my opinion are all cash grab, because again, they're aggravating you, they shorten the yellows, and they cause you to actually have to drive more dangerous. You have to actually drive faster to make sure you get through that light so you don't get a red light ticket. How is this making anything safer? It's just making it more dangerous, and it's worse for the environment. And like I said, something needs to be done about it. And, you know, I wish something would be done. And a lot of this happened, well, hopefully he's on his way out now, but the Governor Cuomo, and, you know, you have Division Zero in the city, which hasn't made things any safer either. It's all it's doing is making people take a lot longer to get from A to B, making people know that if you make one light, if you speed, you see that light turning yellow, you push the pedal to the floor, you'll make that light, and then you'll make the next light after that. Whereas if you drive carefully and you drive the speed limit, you're going to get nailed at that light, and then you'll have to get nailed at the next light. So how is this safe? Is beyond me. It's not at all safe, and the practice of having lights out of sync needs to stop. So it's bad for the environment. It's bad for people's schedule. It's bad for the buses. It's bad for everybody. There's no winners in this. Everybody is a loser when it comes to these types of things. So, and again, if you want to see one of these intersections, we can go into Street View right here and show you what I mean. In this case, this is always, see, here's McDonald's. So here's this light right here. All right. So if you get caught at this light here, if you miss this light, then you're going to have to be stopped at the next light. And the other thing that they do is one side at a time. This is another thing that they've been doing now. So instead of having both sides go at once, which is, these aren't high volume areas, they have one side go at a time. So this way people are stopped even longer, which is, again, ridiculous. It's not any safer. It's bad for the environment. It wastes people's time, and it's actually more dangerous. But again, it's designed, I think, to aggravate the motorists. So the motorist basically blows the light and gets caught by the camera. I don't know if there's a red light camera here, but that's what it's designed. It's all cash. See, out of sync. We have to stop again. So this is what I mean, out of sync. See, it looks like, see, this light's green. This light just turned green, and this light just turned red. And this is just one example of it. This is happening all over the island. This nonsense has got to stop. So that's been it for this video. Thanks for watching.